These are songs about the Oprah Winfrey Show, last Oprah 2010.
We're live at E-Talk with Michael Bublé. Now, the new album, Crazy Love, is in stores now, so be sure to pick it up. Michael, this is a stunning picture.
My sister Crystal saw the picture and she said, "What are you, David Copperfield? What is this?"
Yeah.
She said, "It's like you're going magic."
It is magic.
But I just figured, you know what? People thought it was whatever. God help me. Whatever.
You know what? You're a good-looking man. Flaunt it.
If the cover of a CD has that much to...
Yeah.
Thanks, Ben.
There you go. And listen, thank you, everybody, for watching this special edition of E-Talk. I'm Ben Mulroney. This is Michael Bublé.
Thank you, everybody.
And I will see you next time.
Canada.
Today is March 19th, 2010. This is Paul Beckman, Palu Rainbow Song. Hi there.
Today, executed just months ago for the murders of 3 of his own family members, now from death row.
If the motivation wasn't to kill anybody, how did 3 people end up dead? It doesn't make any sense that you're dressed in camouflage with a knife and a gun.
A killer is confronted by his family.
You think that he should live. You want him dead. What do you think you deserve?
His final interview.
This is my last chance to say,
Come on, say it now.
Eric, are you sorry?
Next.
Well, I don't have a whole lot of time to watch TV, but I have to admit there's a show that I stumbled on one day that had me glued to the set, where you just sit there and you can't stop watching. Lock Up. Have you ever watched Lock Up? It is a gritty and powerful documentary series on MSNBC that shows what life is like inside maximum security prisons. One of the most memorable inmates featured on Lock Up is Eric Wrinkles. He's a father of 2 who lives on Indiana's death row. He's been there for 14 years. In 1995, Eric was sentenced to death for the brutal murders of his estranged wife, his brother-in-law, and his sister-in-law. He gunned down his victims while 5 children were in the house.
In 1994, Eric Wrinkles and his wife, Debbie, were in the midst of a nasty divorce and custody battle. Their disagreements grew so combative, Debbie got a restraining order, packed up her 2 young children, Seth and Lindsay, and moved in with her brother, Tony. Tony lived with his wife, Natalie, and their 2 young children, Kim and Matthew. Tony's teenage niece, Tracy, was also living there at the time. In the middle of the night, on July 21st, 1994, Eric Wrinkles, dressed in camouflage, broke into his brother-in-law's home and, in a rage, shot and killed his wife, Debbie, her brother, Tony, and Tony's wife, Natalie. After a 6-hour manhunt, Wrinkles was arrested and less than a year later sentenced to death.
Eric Wrinkles recently lost his final death penalty appeal and could be executed within weeks. We're going to talk to him from prison later. 3 of the children, however, who witnessed those murders that night are here with us today. They'll see and they will talk to Eric for the first time since that trial 14 years ago. But first, take a look at Eric's thoughts about life on death row. This interview is from Lock Up.
A combination of drugs and a divorce, child custody and visitation, and I was into methamphetamine pretty heavy at the time, and one thing led to another, and here I sit. I think that my kids don't want to deal with it at all. Denial is rife in the death penalty. I don't think my mother especially ever thought that I would be executed, but you know, you can't say that, because they didn't put me on death row because they wanted to do anything else but kill me.
I don't deal in hope. I mean, when you're on death row, you don't deal in hope. If you dwell on it, you end up either hanging yourself or going crazy. So I don't do that. I keep a normal routine. I exercise, I read, I write. I watch a little bit of TV. That's what the day is here.
We don't have a whole lot we can do in here because this is our world.
So Eric Wrinkles has been living on death row for 14 years. He shot and killed his estranged wife, Debbie. He shot and killed her brother, Tony, and also Tony's wife, Nat.
The days of our lives